All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the Ocean case.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Miss or Mrs. Ocean?
Miss.
Miss Ocean, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I need more money each month to pay for, his activities and food and clothing, his expenses as he's getting older.
Whose activities?
Kevin's, our son.
Kevin? Okay. How old is Kevin?
He's 14.
14. Okay. And you need more money. He's not giving you enough money?
No, he pays for tuition and healthcare, but,
Wait a minute. He pays for tuition? If I remember correctly about tuition, it's kind of expensive.
All right, guys, buckle up. This case is about to flip your expectations. Ms. Ocean wants more financial support from her ex for their 14-year-old son, arguing tuition, healthcare, and extras like football and guitar are just a start. But here's the twist. Dad's already paying nearly $600 a month and says he picks up even more costs when his son stays with him. So who's really carrying the load here? When does a parent's want for more cross into legally unreasonable? Stick around. Judge Vonderby is about to drop a ruling that challenges both entitlement and effort.
Not anything that's cheap. So how much is he paying in tuition?
$395 a month.
$395 a month. And you say he pays what else?
For healthcare.
Healthcare? How much is healthcare?
It's $185 a month.
$185 plus $395. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know? What type of activities?
Well, he's joined the football team, and then he plays guitar.
Guitar. Okay. And has he enrolled in those activities yet? Or
yes.
Okay. And you're paying for those?
Yes.
And you want him to pay for it?
At least help, yes.
Okay. So there is anything else you want to tell me before I move to him?
No.
All right. Sir?
Yes.
You pay $395 in tuition.
That's correct.
And is it $185 in health insurance? Because what I see $85 in health insurance.
It's $185.
It's $185. Okay. And then what else?
There's guitar lessons, clothes. Whenever he stays with me, I pay for, all his activities and everything else too. So it starts to add up.
Okay.
As you can imagine.
And she wants you to pay for more than that?
At this point, the courtroom tension rises. Ms. Ocean lays out sports and music lessons as new expenses, expecting Dad to cover every penny. But here's the legal truth. Under Texas law, extracurriculars aren't mandatory unless both parents agree or court orders it. Judge Vonderby pushes back. Why should one parent foot the whole bill just because the child's activities are expanding? And when Mom admits she works too, the judge lowers a hammer. Both parents must contribute, not just one. Viewers, what do you think? Is she asking for fair help or dodging her share of responsibility?
That's correct.
I'm not understanding this, ma'am. The way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get all scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
I understand, but as he's getting older, his expenses are getting more.
And I understand that. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
So you make money too, right?
Yes.
So it naturally follows that you should be covering some of these expenses as well, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I'm not going to have him be responsible for each one of those things individually because he's doing a lot already. And sir, where do you work?
I'm a pool cleaner.
Pool clean. How much do you make a year doing that?
About $45,000.
All right. Yeah, that's not how this works. I mean, did a friend of yours tell you that you can come in here and get him to, run him through the slammer and have him pay everything? Did somebody tell you that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, were you thinking that on your own?
I just wanted more help paying for this.
All right. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and pay for some of this on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85, not $185. So I only can give you credit for what's in front of me. If that's an error, you can come back at any time and, get that fixed. But
This clip shows a key moment. Dad isn't ducking responsibility. He's a pool cleaner making $45,000 a year, already covering tuition and health insurance. The judge sees that effort and shuts down the idea that he's skating by. Instead, she questions Mom's logic. Was she expecting child support to cover everything? That's not how court works. Legal support is about shared obligation, not a blank check. So here's the real question. Should courts push parents to be more accountable or just keep paying more? You decide.
I have to go with what's in front of me. So based on $45,000 a year, I have your gross at $3,600. I have your net at $2,948.13, which would bring your child support amount to $589.63. However, considering that you do pay a lot for this child already, the Texas Family Code allows me to consider factors to deviate from what your child support amount should be. One of those factors being child care expenses. So what I'm going to do, instead of making you pay that $589.63, I'm going to make your child support $395 just to ensure that the child's tuition is covered every month. So that's your education. Your child's education is very important. So your child support is going to be based on that. So $395 a month.
So you're raising my child support?
No, your child support is going down. So it
Oh, okay.
it's
I'm not good at math.
Yeah.
Now we're in the decision zone. Based on Dad's $45,000 income, his child support should run about $589 a month. But watch Judge Vonda in action. She spotted a gap in his paperwork for health insurance and warns him. No proof, no credit. Still, she uses her discretion and drops his payment to $395 since he's already paying tuition. That's right. The law lets judges lower payments when a parent's covering big-ticket needs. Legal fairness and practical parenting both respected, and that's rare to see so clearly.
No problem.
I was told there would be no math during this session. So.
And that's one, I thought that it would be the same thing when I went to law school. Somebody lied to me. I still have to do math. So instead of $589.63, your child support is going to be the $395 a month for the tuition that you would pay. And you, of course...
Here comes a twist. Dad thinks his payment's going up, only to find out it's actually going down. Judge Vonda keeps it light, but makes it clear his $395 will cover tuition officially, while he keeps paying health insurance separately. As for Mom, this is her reality check. She's got to carry her share too. This wasn't a courtroom takedown. It was a reset on responsibility. So viewers, what do you think? Did Judge Vonda nail it, or should Dad have been forced to pay for the extras too?
They have to keep covering the health insurance, and if you choose to pay for football and guitar, that's up to you. But ma'am, you need to be responsible for something. So, does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, I appreciate it though.
No problem. Well, you don't even have to thank me. You can thank the legislator because they give us the option to do this for people. It's just the right thing to do. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, Judge Vonda balanced empathy with accountability. She saw Dad's steady support and refused to bury him under more demands. Instead, she locked in tuition as child support and reminded Mom that co-parenting means shared cost. This case proves the courtroom doesn't reward emotional pleas. It rewards fairness and facts. If this opened your eyes to how child support really works, smash that like button, drop your thought below, and subscribe for more straight shooting drama from Court Kings.